putting out a stock on an ICS MP5. What I have here is my MX5 Pro here with this default stock on it, and I have an ICS MP133 Stock Adapter kit. Okay, I'm going to start out by moving the MP5 out of the way. And here's the stock I'm going to be putting on today. And here's the buffer tube, here's the little end cap for it. I really don't need that anymore because this does not come off. Alright, so first thing we're going to do, and I'll explain some stuff that I did. ICS comes with the end cap, a converter plate to hook for like maybe a full stock if you want to put it on there, and a sling loop. Also comes with the bolt and the nut. And what I want to explain here is I had to cut this much off the bolt to get it to fit on there. And this plug does not come with it. This is from another gun. And simple thing to do is take your buffer tube. If anybody's ever worked on a buffer tube, they know what's going on. And because this bolt is so long, there's only a little bit of threads on here. Let me show you that so you get an idea of what I'm talking about. There is only, let's let it focus, come on, there's only a little bit of threads on there. Hard to see. Anyway, that's what's left after I cut it off. The reason for that is and I flip over, this is normally supposed to go in like this. There's like a cap spot here. This is supposed to go in like this so it stays in the center of it. But because this bolt is so long, I flip it over to gain the extra space. Put it down the buffer tube, and it sticks out that much. So then put on my ICS sling loop, line up the bolt with the hole, put on the buffer tube, and push that down inside. That actually pushes in there pretty good, and it sticks out just enough inside. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably tighten this up off camera so you guys can get an idea, but what I'm going to do is zoom in so you see what I was talking about. If you can see, that bolt is sticking out just enough inside there for like a width of the nut plus a little bit. So before it used to stick out about an inch, way over an inch, and it was going into the gearbox, and I had, couldn't get it in there. If it was going to a regular M4 stock or something like that, it probably would have, a regular gearbox, it would have worked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera now and tighten this up, and then we'll come back. Okay, simplistic. As you can see, it's tightened up on there. I got it tight. You got the sling sling plates on here. Now this stud did come with this cap on here, and I guess I'll put it back in there because it actually was part of it. But if you're missing one on another tube, that'll work for that too. So tighten this up. Alright, now the only part I'm not using is this part right here. I'm actually using, you could use the ICS thing, or I think this was from something else. I don't think it's from this. And we put this in there. We now have the stock fully attached. Okay, don't need that part. Okay, let's bring up the MP5 again. Now, pins in this side, we'll pop that out. Okay, and there's the original stock. Now one thing I found out with this, the MX5, it is a little tight. So you have to persuade it a little bit to start it. And then once you start it, it goes right in there. Now everything's falling off the bench. Alright. And put the pin in, ready to go, and you now have a retractable stock on your MX5. This is a little loose. I got this tightened enough so I can take this off, but what I have to do is I have to unloosen this so it grabs into there better. But it does give you a good position on there, and I'm going to take a picture of it holding it up here because I do like a longer stock. But even all the way in, it's as long as the MP5 stock, so works like a champ. Easy thing to do. The only thing that I'm going to have to do compared to this stock here, this hole is a little bit bigger. The pin fits in, well, pin fits in both sides, no problem. As you can see, clicks in there, no problem. This one fits into one side, but this is made for that screw-in type, which I don't have on hand. And this hole is really small, and the pin doesn't allow the pin to go in. So what I'm going to have to do is tap that out. But other than that, that's how you put stock on. You know, put the ICS MP5 stock adapter on there. Little to no work other than just cutting the bolt off a little bit longer, and you can put any kind of stock that you want on now. Because this is a standard buffer tube, I can put any stock on it, and not this particular one, but I can put any stock on here that I want to have. Just thought I'd do that video up and show you how easy it is to do. The only major thing you got to do is cut that bolt off. It's a little bit long. Other than that, it's a really good product, works fine. Thanks for watching.